a lot of content creators seem to be up this gentleman's tushy, and I want to find out why. So let's listen to his rant.
I just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world, just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns!
So, he's out of line, but he is right. Like, this is the definition of the meme. I want people to understand the power of entertainment. 2 years ago, I remember people were laughing because some individuals from Games Done Quick had a little folder in front of them stating their pronoun. And everyone was thinking that was ridiculous. Everyone was laughing. Now, current day, if you laugh at someone that does that, you are the crazy one. You are the person that's the problem. If you are the one that's the same like you were 2 years ago, people are going to laugh at you and consider you ridiculous or insane. I mean, look, Hassan Piker here is suggesting that this content creator should get a lobotomy because he doesn't like pronouns. Like, what is wrong with you? You know, how dare you act the exact same way the overwhelming majority of content creators were acting 2 years ago? It's not acceptable. Like, we decided that you have to act differently now. And Hassan Piker, I find him to be a very interesting case experiment because he didn't want to play the wizard game because he was afraid that the righteous people on the internet would harass him. Like, do you guys remember when you had people on the left going around death-threatening, doxing, and harassing VTubers over them wanting to play a wizard game? I think that's even more upsetting than some content creator going around saying that he doesn't like a game because it has pronouns in it. But for some reason, you have all these left-leaning people spazzing out over the internet and doing some of the worst horrendous stuff. No content creator talks about them, right? But the moment you say, well, I don't like this game because of reasons, oh, that is so ridiculous. If it's so ridiculous, why do you care so much? Like, if someone was to say, I don't like this hamburger because it has pickles in it, would you complain about that? I mean, sure, it's a ridiculous thing. It's like, dude, it's just pickles. Like, why would you not buy the hamburger? It's delicious. But if the person doesn't like it with pickles, that's his opinion. How is it influencing me? How is it affecting my life? The reality is that they actually do care. They do find that the pronouns are very important. I guarantee to you, if there was a mod, right now, if they made a mod and they removed the pronouns, the left would protest. They would boycott, they would ban the mod. They would get it off Nexus mods if they did that. And I will tell you something else. If you made a game right now, which in the beginning asks you, are you a boy or a girl? The left would freak out over it. You don't get to do that anymore. It's body type A, body type B. I will tell you how the pronouns water down the game, by the way. It used to be that back in the day when you play a role-playing game, like you had some characters that were straight, you had some characters that were gay. It offered replayability. Like, for example, if you wanted to seduce the lesbian character, you had to restart the game and make a female character. It was kind of interesting. Now it's like everyone is pansexual. It doesn't matter. Man, woman, that doesn't care, right? Because like the way the pronouns are designed and the way the thing is, like it's completely erasing the LGBT characters from every game. But not only that, the reason Hila versus Babyface was upset because I actually catched his playthrough online. I caught it live. He was predicting accurately every single scene. It was almost like he got spoilers from the game. Like, because he knew the ideology behind the people who made it, he could predict with dead point accuracy everything the characters were about to say. So like at one point, one NPC stops him and he's like, I got something to tell you, babyface. And babyface is like, let me guess, you're a man. And the NPC starts talking and it's like, I am the clone of a man by the name of... Can you not understand how immersion breaking he is? This is why he was so upset. Like, he was fed up because he wanted to enjoy the game. He wanted to like the game. But because he could predict with pinpoint accuracy every single scene, it was immersion breaking for him. So that's why he was upset. And yeah, you know, like the fact that he was screaming and shouting, like that's a bit. All content creators do it. I don't think like Hassan Piker legitimately wants to lobotomize this person, but it's the language that he is using, which he knows that the people following him want him to say. And by the way, like most content creators who are attacking this guy, they're doing it specifically because it's easy. Specifically because there's no pushback. Like you can get away by doing this, it's fine. Now, another individual that is also attacking this guy is Actman. And notice how all of them can't just criticize the person, they have to insult his appearance. They have to mock and make fun of the character every single time, calling him Gorilla Sharp Man, verge of crying, right? Now, I would like to point out that Actman is a person who lost his YouTube channel, and myself and many other content creators actually made videos in order to try to ask YouTube to reconsider. So he got his channel back. You know what? Even after this, I don't regret that. I genuinely don't. I think that people should have a voice. I do side with independent content creators over corporations every time, regardless of their political leanings. However, I do find it very hypocritical of the Actman, you know, talking about please shooting this guy with a bear tranquilizer, he's going to attack someone. Like all of this nasty stuff that he is saying. I would like to point out that Actman had to donate money to an LGBT charity in order to play the wizard game. See, most of us think that this is unacceptable. Most of us think that this has gone a little bit too far. Like when you have an ideology that pretty much gets to tell you that you're not allowed to play certain video games because they think that J.K. Rowling, one of the most popular British authors, is on a genocidal rampage. Like when you say crazy stuff like that and you want to be taken seriously, a lot of people are going to be pushed away from your ideology. They're going to say, you know what, we don't agree with you. We disagree. And because of that, we don't have to support you. We don't have to support when we see what you're doing. I don't have to justify why I boycott the game or not, especially in 2023, where when the left deems that something is problematic for any reason whatsoever, may it be because like some developer wrote something edgy on Twitter 10 years ago, because Gina Corrado said something that they disagree with, because someone's father said something racist on a radio show before that person was born, they will boycott. They will boycott for whatever fucking reason. So now they're upset that the right-wingers are boycotting. And you know why I think they're upset? Because it's actually working for a change. Because after what they see with the Bud Light thing and Target and many other examples, they noticing, oh god, like we need to gatekeep harder. So by gatekeeping, what they're doing is that they're going to gaslight, they're going to try to minimize the issue, they're going to use argumento ad reductum and say, oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you upset like this? The pronouns don't matter. Well, if they don't matter, why do you care if they go away? If they don't matter, why are you so upset over the wizard game? If they don't matter, why are you calling this guy so many names and you're violating Twitter's TOS? Right? Like this is the actual question, because it does matter. It does matter for them a lot. And I guarantee to you, the moment a mod will be made which removes the pronouns, that is when they're going to ban that mod. Because for them it does matter. And even more so, Dr. Disrespect was not allowed to get a sponsorship for this game. Now, that's fair. You know, like the game isn't entitled to give sponsorships to people if it doesn't want to, like fine with me. However, it is interesting, right? Like they talk about bigotry and they talk about, well, trivial stuff. Well, apparently he tweeted something on Twitter and that's why he didn't get the sponsorship. So trivial stuff. Like if you disagree with this ideology, immediately you get boycotted. And by the way, you know, I don't like to support a company that tries to social engineer people like this. Dr. Disrespect's political takes on Twitter have absolutely nothing to do with whether or not he should play the game. The company is basically sending a message that, hey, if you want us to give you our games in the future, you better say what we agree with politically, even if it's outside our video games. So basically they want to control what streamers get to say. And this is why I do not want to support them. I think it's an abhorrent business practice. I think a corporation has absolutely no place in lecturing the public and what they get and what they don't get to say. And I think like heel versus babyface was out of line, but he was completely correct. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.